Hey guys, this video is on SUI and Ondo to show you how the trade came to be. And I want to explain to you guys that is about possibilities and probabilities. Nothing is certain. So you use charts, TAs, patterns to figure out what's the best probability, and it tells you, hey, 8 out of 10, this is the move it's going to make. Can you fail? Yes, but we want to make sure we have stop loss so we can minimize our loss, and we want to make sure we take the best probability. If you just see a pump and you want to short, can it come down? Yes. Can you win? Yes. But the problem is, if you win once or twice like that, it's going to get you, and it's going to get you good later. So you need to make informed decisions. You need to see some evidence of your decisions, something that backs up the move that you think is going to happen. So I'm going to show you what we saw in SUI and what we saw in Ondo to take a short and a long. So I'll start off with SUI first. So when I look at SUI on the 1-day chart, it says we have a minor reversal. It's overbought. You can see the money flow already went down. When that happens, if you go into the charts, the chart says it should come back to the smart trail. And if you look at the smart trail, it brings us to 182.94. So that should be the retracement based on the 1-day chart. So we got our sell signal. Now, again, I'm going to come back and show you now the 12-hour chart. Now I'm waiting for it to load. I guess it doesn't want to load. So let me go to 10 hours. Okay, on the 10 hour, it's saying, hey, we want a reverse, which is a minor reversal. It has overbought and money flow is about to cross, if you look right here, which is also good for us. And you can see we already touched this based on the 8 hour. So the 8 hours is not going to help us here. I mean the 10 hours. So let's look at the 8 hours. So 8 hours, you can see we have a minor reversal. This red line, we have a bearish divergence. We have overbought. You can see money flowing from green to red, and it's about to go below the bearish threshold line, which means if it does, SUI is going to drop quite a bit. So that's a plus for us. That says SUI can come down to about 195. So let me zoom in. Look at it. Yeah, 195.73 is our next target when it pulls back. So that's confirmed by the 8 hours. So let's go back here. Let's look at the 6 hours. 6 hours, same thing. Look, money flows down below the threshold. We have a overbought. We have a reversal. We have a divergence. We have a divergence here prior, but Bitcoin forced it to pump a little bit. So let's get out of this. It says we can come down to 191. And look at it slowly. It's been coming down. It's just you guys look at a candle, you see this movement and you panic. But end of the day, you have to look what's behind everything. Now let's get to the next one. Let's go to the 4 hours, which is my favorite. You can see we had a bearish divergence. We had a major reversal. We went down, we pumped, now we're going down, so it came up to here. So it may come down a little bit more, reset, and then continue the dip. But longer time frame is saying that, hey, we're going down. So when you see a small pump, sometimes you get afraid. But what you need to understand is the RSI needs to reset, come a little bit up, and then continue down. Or it needs to pump a little bit here, and then it can come back down. Because if you look at the RSI, it's at 16. But if you go look at the RSI on the 1-day chart, the RSI is still up in 73. So you have to look at the bigger picture. So that's how we are in our short, and all the TAs telling us that SUI is going to go down. Now let's look at Ondo. Now you have to remember, Bitcoin is the king. So when Bitcoin pumps, it doesn't matter what your TA says, it's going to pull everything up. Now your TA should reflect some of that upside, but the massive pull up is what takes place. So if Bitcoin retraces, which I believe is going to retrace a little bit before it pumps, it's going to bring Ondo down enough for our entry target to trigger, and then we're going to go up. So let's look at Ondo. So the 1 day chart does say we have a minor reversal. I gotta sneeze. To the upside, it shows it's oversold. So up here is overbought, here is oversold. Yes. Now, the money flow is still coming down, but the money flow could turn. So the 1 day is, as it stands right now, it's not quite where it needs to be. But if the 1 day, hold on, let me go back. So the 1 day, the money flow can turn. And if it does, it's going to take us to our red flag. So when we're shorting, we're looking for the blue flag. When we're longing, we're looking at the red smart trail, which brings us to 81.67. Now that's based on the day. We're still waiting for the day to give us a clear indication of the pump, but we're pre-predicting the where it's gonna go. Now let's go to the 16-hour. Now the 16-hour shows we're coming down a little bit, which is a reversal. It's overbought, but the money flow is still kind of up. So 12 hours is not, 16 hours not pumping us. Let's look at the 12 hours. Now the 12 hour says, hey, look, I want to go down, but the money flow is not complying. We don't have a reversal yet. 10 hours. 10 hours says, hey, we're coming down. We're coming down, and money flow wants to come down. So when I look at the 12 hours and I look for the smart trail, it's not there. But if you look at the moving average, the 10 hour is actually going to lead us to 70.74. So when it comes and touches this, it's going to give us our entry. So that's how we're picking out the entry. Now, the 4 hour is still bullish. So if I was to put some perspective to this, the 12 hours, 10 hours is going to bring us to our entry. You can see the money flow is still heavy. It does show some reversal, but it's just not quite there yet. But the 1 day when Bitcoin does start to pump, this part is going to turn, because you can see we're in a bullish pattern and everything is going up. The money flow most likely will turn and go up. So we're pre-predicting what's going to happen with oscillators and other technicals. So I hope this helped. This will show you how we came up with the SUI trade and how we came up with the ondo trade. Because ondo still has some uncertainty, that's why our trade has not triggered yet. And the reason our SUI trade is in effect is because we have clear-cut indication. So once ondo pulls back, then it's going to create the pump. Till next time, peace.